Hi, my name's Steve, my business partner Austin, and today we're going to look at emails and how to do them right, subject lines that actually get open, and why that matters. So, if you're like most bookkeepers I know, you probably have spent a long time trying to create the perfect email. You guys do everything really good that way. You spend a lot of time and make sure that it's the best you can come up with. But let's say that you did that and you send it out and it doesn't get open. So you know yourself that that email was very good, but for whatever reason, it just sat in that inbox and did nothing else. So the problem most likely was the subject line, or just it wasn't the right time for the person getting it. So sometimes there's nothing you can do. But the subject line is the one thing standing between your email and the trash can. So the open rate is going to be low. So we talked about the first one that goes out, it's over 50%, and that's way higher than the rest. All the rest of them you send out, you'll be doing pretty good if you get to 20 to 30% open. So that's a low rate, and it's so you want to try to maximize every little bit you can to be part of that 20 to 30% that do get open. And subject line is one of those things that can definitely get that open rate going. You can even double the rate with a good subject line. So the only job of the subject line, the only job, is to get somebody to open it. So how do we do that? Well, let's look at 5 subject lines and what might work and what might not work. So the curiosity one, subject line is one that a lot of people use, and it works good because it's something that you tell them a little bit and then they've got to click to find out the rest. Something along the lines of, if you knew this before tax time, you could save, something like that. Or even if you knew this before tax time and have them open it, and all of a sudden, they've got to look at what you had to say, and you know that what you wrote is very good. Things of that sort. That works very, very well. Most small business owners don't know this about their books, something like that, and make them click. If they click, you've done your job. They're in there now. Hopefully, you've done a good job on that body. You've wrote a good little piece in there. So if they can get there, you just might get them to do exactly what you want them to do. Be direct and specific. So many times we see people trying to beat around the bush or make little cute things, do stuff like that, and that doesn't necessarily work great. Tell them what they're going to get. 3 ways to reduce your tax stress this quarter. I might open that if I got that. Your quarterly 3 books, quick question for you. That type of thing. You get it out there, you let them know exactly what you're looking for, and them click in there to find out what your question is, and have they done that yet? Those work very good. Personal, conversational. Feels like it came from a real person, not an AI, not a bot. It doesn't sound like a newsletter. Again, I've got a question for you. Thought of you when I saw this. Following up from what we did last week. Any of those things feel personal, and you want people conversing back and forth with you. You want them to answer that question, whatever that question you have for them. You want them to send it to you, and you get to respond back, and you can go back and forth, and you build that relationship. That's exactly what you're hoping to do with this. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Austin for the last couple.
So the 4th is the problem / pain point. Name the thing keeping them up at night, still chasing receipts at tax time. Why your books don't match your bank statement. Payroll stress is optional. Here's why. Number 5, the social proof/credibility. Like, oh, I saved this bookkeeper, or how a car repair place saved 6 hours a month on their books. What my clients do differently at tax time. Why 12 local businesses switch to monthly bookkeeping. Stuff to avoid, all caps, because it'll just look like scammy. Clickbait, because you're gonna destroy trust. Generic openers, because no one's gonna click that. Like spamming emojis, because it just looks immature. Like long subject lines, because no one's reading all that. And mobile can cut it off too. Like salesy words like free, guaranteed, act now, limited time, because those trigger the spam filters. So some quick tips and best practices. Test 2 subject lines. A lot of email places let you like A/B test it, so you can test both. Write the subject line last, so you know what the hook is. Read it like a busy owner. Would you open this at 7 a.m. between, dropping the kids off and opening the shop? Use the preview text. The line after the subject is free real estate. Use it to extend the hook. Keep a swipe file. Save subject lines that made you open emails.
So I like what Austin said there about the swipe file specifically. Any emails that you open going forward that you get from any type of person trying to get you to perform some kind of action, whether it's buy something, sign up for something, save the email that they sent you and keep remembering what was the subject line, what did they say. That's very helpful. And Austin brought up one other thing that I really liked is that a lot of people think that if you use the word free in the subject line, that is a good thing. And I actually tend to agree with that. But unfortunately, that could get marked as spam. You and me might agree with that, but the spam filters do not. So when you put free in there, a lot of times that'll automatically send it to the spam box and you're done. So avoid that word, and you should be in pretty good shape with the other stuff. But that's one that to me seems like, yeah, that's a good thing, but not to them. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and that would really help us out a lot. And if you're getting some value out of this, but we'll see you tomorrow with the next one.